What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome to another TNS Bosses Inc. We got an exclusive interview with Elcana right now. Well, of course, I got the boss with me always. What's up, boss?
How you guys doing? Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We trying to, bring different things to people. So today episode is gonna be an amazing experience for me and to other people. So I'm ready.
You ready? Right now with us on TNS Bosses, we got Elcana with us. She do it all. We can call her Wonder Woman. You know, if you want to call her Miss Wonderful, whatever you want to call her. But we got Elcana with us right now. Say what's up to the people.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here to share my knowledge with everyone this evening.
Okay, yeah, we just trying to give you guys different avenues, like the boss say. This we not call it crypto. That's what we call TNS Bosses Inc. Because we try to give you guys different, information that you guys want to go out and branch and do it yourself. The bosses is in the middle because we trying to make many bosses out here. So only way we can make many bosses, we got to bring bosses in front of you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what we want to do. So right now, kind of like I say, we're gonna get into it. Just tell the people a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So I'm not long-winded, so I won't be long. So basically what I do, I like to pride myself in saying that I'm venturing to become a one-stop shop where anyone that comes to me for services and assistance, I can, be able to provide that service in whatever industry that may looks like, whether it be trucking, traveling, start a hair salon, security services, stuff like that. So I pride myself in learning these industries, what's the qualifications to start a business in that industry, and then I share that information with my clients. So that's it.
Okay. So, well, let's get into it. I want to get into it because number one, we got to go to the photo. Okay. So basically to protect your brand. Why is that protecting your brand is so important? Because we see that you have because you do trademarks. So can you let the people know why it's so important to protect your brand?
Okay, so I that's one of the driving things. I'm one of the services that I drive even the hardest, especially in our community, because I believe that we're very talented. We come out with all these ideas and we don't understand the importance of protecting our brand. So you can basically build up a brand for someone to easily come in and swoop it right up under you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So basically you're doing a free marketing for them. You're out there promoting for them while they sit back and watch you build this brand, building an audience, capturing the audience attention, and people are actually buying and investing in your business. And all, someone that's smart, know how to protect a brand, they come in and basically mirror or copy your exact same brand and protect it and call it their own. Whereas you could have done that from the beginning, you failed to do so, and therefore you lost something that's now making millions, and that could have been you. So I always push the importance of protecting your brand. Yes, you can go on Sunbiz, register your name, but that's not it. You have to protect your brand, you have to trademark it. That way you can have full ownership of it and nobody could come after you or try to copy your brand. In fact, you can go after them for trying to copy your brand.
Yeah, boss.
Nice. So protecting the brand as you people can see is very, very much important. Just like you say, you don't want nobody else to come and try to steal, your baby, as I like to call it. Because a lot of people, man, they're very creative and they go, all the way with it, but they forget that part. They forget to trademark it or copyright it also. So I think that's a very important thing. So what is the process? Because you're saying that a lot of people, they go to Sunbiz. I remember back, a couple of years back, I went to Sunbiz and I registered my company at the time. But you're saying there's a lot more to it. So what do people got to do to go to fully trademark their brand?
So when you go to Sunbiz, basically you're just registering your business name so that nobody in the state of Florida, wherever you register the name of your business. So what you do with trademark, you're basically protecting across the board nation, across the United States pretty much, because you have domestic, the United States, and you also have foreign trademarks. So you can go international where people can't, be in, well, China somewhere trying to copy your brand. So that's one of the things. So the process is a very lengthy process. A lot of people think you could go in there like Sunbiz, hey, I want to protect this name. You provide proof that you've been using this name or whatnot, and then they think they can get it in like a couple weeks or a month. With trademarking, it could be 12 to 18 months. Now, I've been blessed enough to see where someone got their certificate in 10 months. That's not common, but I call it a blessing. I call it a win because it's less than the actual what they quote unquote say would be 12 to 18 months. So basically, when I do it, I do a quick search of the name, make sure nobody's already taken that name. When I'm speaking of trademark, make sure that name is not already taken, no one owns it. And then once that's done, then I go ahead and submit the application, submit the proof or whatnot that's to show that in fact that you've been using it. And there's a lot of legwork that goes into it. You have to monitor it. If there's a rejection, you have to respond to it. But I always love when we get to the part where we've passed the inspection exam, all of the deep part of the research that the attorneys do on USPTO side. Once we get to the part where they publish it, I feel like we're at the finish line almost. Because if you're not at that point, whoever doing your paperwork can get you to that point, then they don't know what they're doing. So whenever I get to that point, I'm like, all right, we're almost at the finish line. And so overall, it's a lengthy process, but it's worth it. That's an investment that you're making, a huge investment.
So I don't know if you've ever come across this question, but I know we have 9 billion people in the world. So what are the odds of somebody coming up with a name or something other than a name and somebody else outside in the world has it? Have you ever come across that? It's
slim because a lot of people don't understand the importance of trademark. So in the beginning, when I started doing, I'm like, oh, I don't know, somebody might already have this, but it's oddly enough, it's so slim. It's like people don't understand that this is what you need to do. Like you got this bright idea. I see it all the time on Facebook. All these people have these nice brands and they floating all over Facebook. People are actually buying it. And I look up the name just because I'm nosy. I look up the name and see somebody already have it. No one has the name yet. And I'm like, what are they doing? Please come. You're doing great. Your work is awesome. Protect it by all means, because whether people realize or not, you're being watched. And that's how the upper ups make their money. They don't come out with these bright ideas on their own. They're watching. And social media has made it so much easier to take and steal people's contents and brand and ideas. It's a no-brainer. Like if I had millions, I'll be doing it myself. I'll capitalize on somebody else too, but that's for another.
Yeah, because like let's just say, for instance, for me, it took my brand almost like a year and a half. And like she said, you had to go through USPTO or something like that. You had to go through them. And when I got my trademark back, it came with a seal from the government, But you gotta understand that, because Motivate for Christ, like I already got that trademark already, so nobody can't take that, And you gotta understand, some stuff say sacrifice, like for boss, you know what I'm saying? Like when I did that, I honestly, be honest with you, I had to put out a loan. I put out a loan to get a trademark because I believe in it so much. I paid it back, but I got my trademark. And it was I was surprised nobody didn't have it, because when I did my search, It was in the US and it was international. So I did all over the world. Nobody had his name. And the funny thing, a story about it, like I told the boss, is like, the legendary singer Betty Wright gave me this name. You see, so when she gave me this name, I just stuck with it back when I was in high school. So that's a backstory with that. But like I say, guys, if we talk about all the time, not jumping to crypto, but unstoppable domain, the man, the boss, you gotta own it. You know what I'm saying, boss? So you have to own your domains and stuff like that. Go ahead, boss.
So let me ask you this question though. So, okay, they these people got this idea. They want to put it out so bad, like Facebook, Instagram. So would you recommend people before they even put it out on the internet for other people to see, or at least promote it? Would you recommend people they gotta go do the trademark process first?
I would recommend it because there's remember when I spoke about you have to show proof that you were using this and this is why you want to own it and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I would recommend, if you have not put it out there or share it, there's another part to the trademarking process. You can say you have an intent to use this name or whatever it is. And what happened is you put in the paperwork and start the process. In the meantime, then you can start, sharing the web because the process is already in. You've already searched there's no name like that in the database for that class. And so you can do that. I do recommend that if you have not shared it, don't share it. Start the process. And then once you midway or whatnot, then you can start showing it off or whatnot. But then when you start showing it, then that kind of like acknowledge that you're starting to use it. And so, for example, I have a perfect example. My sister trademarking, what is it? It's crazy. Y'all call it crazy, right? But she's gonna capitalize on this because people use that term so loosely. She calls it make money while you sleep, spend it while I'm awake, or something like that. Mm. Some people I've seen it around on Facebook, people saying, I'm making money while I'm asleep, casually. Mm-hmm. I saw it on a t-shirt. That's fine. But she already in the process. And what I did for her, I put it as an intent that she's going to use it in the future in e-commerce or on a shirt, whatever. And so now that it came back, now they're asking for her to show proof because she's past the, publishing in the paper. Hey, this name is coming out. Anybody want to refute this, blah, blah, blah. She's past that stage. She kind of like actually owns it. Now she got to show proof that she's going to use it. Mm. So that's the second part of the whole trademark. Either you already using it or you have an intent to use it. In her case, she had an intent to use it. And so we did the whole process. She didn't show it off to nobody else, but I'm going to show it tomorrow, but she didn't show it off to anybody else. But now we passed the whole process. Now we're showing that here's the intent. We're using it now. So to answer your question, yes, I recommend them to just go ahead and start the process before start showing to everybody.
Yeah, just like well, that's good, that's Miss Girl Esther, but that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? And she already y'all got that in the work, I'm anxious to see like what y'all using it for, but like the same thing with me. That's good advice because Motivated Christ came out. I threw some t-shirts out there like before I got a trademark. Then I got like take it off because you don't want nobody to take the name because they haven't cleared yet, So that's good advice, man. Don't put it out there. You know what I'm saying? This is what I learned. Some of these people, they put music out. Like you said, they put music out, right, boss? Mm-hmm. And these other big companies, they go ahead and listen to it. And then they go in the studio and redo it. So your hard work, your creativity that you're doing, that they copying you and they making money off of it because they know you're not legit yet. And you won't have the resources and the computer and all that stuff to go ahead and make your own stuff. For
Right.
instance, just like Nike, when I'm making shoes, creating shoes, and you put it online, now all of a sudden when you go to the Nike app, they have that you create your own Nike, because you got the people who work for Nike that they run out of ideas, possibility, and they go ahead and see how you create your shoe on their app and then mark your idea and sell it and make more money to it. You see what I'm saying?
Crazy. Yep, that's crazy.
So
That's so true. I saw a mark that I did. I used that too. The Nike customized. I did that. And the crazy, it's like you just do it. The crazy thing about that same mark that I came up with, just to go with a shirt that I bought, now I'm seeing them selling that like close to it. I said, well, y'all should have came out with that. I didn't have to go make it myself, you know? But that's a great example.
yeah. So like I say, guys, you have to, understand, man, and be careful what you're doing online, because these people out here copying you. They copying you. But let's move on. That's a little trademark. But we're gonna get into the conference you having. This is a conference of business affair, right, boss?
Mm-hmm.
I want to touch on different topics. I want to touch on this topic with marketing and branding strategy with William Boston. So what's up going on with that?
So I'm super excited about this conference because it gives the opportunity to bring everyone together to learn, because a lot of people start business and they have these ideas, and I run into it every time. What's next? How do I market? How do I get my books together? How do I get money? How do I build business credit? So from that, I find it very important to bring a team of experts that can speak on those topics. So William Boston is one he's well known in the West Coast mostly. He's been on GQ magazine. His clothing is just basically just almost all the stores just about in the West Coast. And he had the pleasure of having his clothing line appear in one of Nipsey's stores.
Yeah.
And so his passion is to share with people how to market and the strategies that he used in the past to market his brand. And his brand is not no rinky-dink stuff or anything. He really put work into it. And he came out with ebooks on how to market his brandings and not e-tour, but Turo. I guess that's a new thing now. Turo, people renting out cars and slingshots, stuff like that. Like everything marketing, that's him. And even now he have a small like little movie clips that he's doing. He's getting into that. So I was so blessed to have him to come on and be on one of the panelists to share his expertise and then share, quick guides and quick tips on how to market.
Okay.
Nice. And I've seen that you use the example of Turo. Like, the internet has made it easy for people to start a business. It's easy, but at the same token, you have to do it the right way. Like, you don't want to start something and you don't do it the right way, and then somebody else steal your idea. And with your conference that you're having, it's like a one-stop shop. Like, you got different experts talk about different, subjects or whatever. So, and what I would advise people to attend this conference, because not only you get to see these people, you probably see them on YouTube or probably listen to a podcast. Not only you get to see them, you get to meet them, but you also get to network with other people that's going to be around in the conference, correct?
Yes, that's the idea. And that's one of the things I want people to leave out of there empowered, have resources. And the main thing about it is I want people to leave out of there with a business buddy, a business best friend. Networking is so huge when you're trying to go up. You need people. There's nobody. I don't care what people want to believe. They don't need nobody. Yes, you do. You need somebody, because that person may have the very thing that you need to take you to the next level. And you just never know who you will connect with. So that's what I'm so excited about this conference, and see what would happen after, like what people would take away with, and the biggest thing about it, but I'll let you get to the other part when you get there. So
Yeah. Okay. You know, I gotta talk about my girl Esther. So she a business finance, financial consultant. Why do we need financial consultants in this world today?
Because you need to see how your business is doing money wise. You need to be able to take a temperature. Is your business going good? What's your cash flow looking like? So that's what Esther is going to speak on, how to keep a good book. People like to make money. They see the money coming in, they're spending it crazy. And then at the end of the day, they don't understand or see what they profit because you don't have a good balance. You don't know how to do your books. Like she always loved to push QuickBooks. That's her best thing. But I've learned to love QuickBooks because of her, because I see the benefits. Every 2 weeks or so, I balance out my, make sure that I put, how she says it, categorize my spending, making sure that I put it in the right, however she explains, she's the expert in that. But what it does is I'm able to see how my business is doing financially. I'm able to produce, if I was to go to a bank and need a loan, I'm able to produce a profit and loss statement or a balance sheet, or when I'm able to do that because of her.
Mm.
So those are the kind of things that she's going to speak on and teach, and how to make sure you keep good books, as she says.
All right. Esther, she's boss. She gotta come on, boss.
Yeah,
She
she
has
got to come on. Like, not too long ago, she helped me and a boss out with something that we was doing, and she came through. And the thing is, with business people, you can be in business and not be profitable. That cash flow is really important. You can be in business for 5 years and still don't make no profit. So you got to understand your numbers. And if you can't understand it, you got to hire somebody like Esther to run the books. So the books is very important. It's just cool to have an idea and trademark it and start being in business. But if the numbers don't make sense, it don't make sense. And that's where Esther comes in.
Right.
She already hired, boss. She don't even know. She don't know, boss. She don't know. She don't know, man. But she's looking at it. What's up, Esther? What's going on, man?
Yeah.
We're not gonna. We're not gonna go through the whole panel, but let's go through this one right here. Building business credit. What is the owner of, what her name? She bought business credits and everything. I know that's a big thing with credits and everything, because people gotta have their good credits. Talk a little bit about that.
So I can't talk about Elder without talking about Ashley, because
Okay.
they go hand in hand. So Elder's the one, she's the credit queen when it comes to building business credit. And so there's a myth out there that Ashley like to expose, that you could just build business credit with your EIN number. But you have to have good credit as well, personal, along with your business credit, because you're going to have to personal guarantee some of these things. So what Elder talks about is how to build a business credit, what you need to do. What Ashley does, she is actually a funder.
Mm.
And that's why I'm so happy to see how everything's connecting. Like,
Mm.
we're not just telling you how to do X, Y, Z, but people have the opportunity to walk away with some funds if they're eligible. But as she has the ways, and she knows how to get you the funds you need for what she calls a startup funding, whatever she calls it, something like that. But that's the key thing about it, is that the knowledge that you're going to drop at this event is just crazy. It's mind blowing, because where you having the opportunity to learn about building your credit, but you might get a little money on top of that to get you there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy to have them on there. And I know you don't want to go, you don't have enough time to go through everybody, but last thing I wanted to say about one of the key things or key takeaway in this event is that people will have the opportunity to walk away with a business plan. That's more important to me than anything. I don't care about teaching you about marketing, your books, that's great. But if you don't have a plan, then you're not going nowhere with that business. I don't care how beautiful it looks in your head. That's great. But the takeaway, we're going to take an hour at the event to go over a template, because I've already put the template together, and you will fill in the blanks in each template. And by the time you're done filling in the blanks, you have your whole business plan right there before you. All you have to do when you go home is kind of like, fix it up verbiage wise, like grammar wise. But we're going to do your SWOT analysis, your executive summary, who your audience, your competitors. We're going to go over that. And so by the time you leave, you're going to have a plan. So that's what I mean about empowering. You're going to leave out of there with all these resources, but number one, you're going to leave out with your business plan. That way, when you get ready to go out there to them funders, you'll be able to show them this is my plan, because that's what they want to see.
Nice.
That's what's up. Because I know it's a lot of loopholes in business. And, a lot of people not taking the time to really do their studies or read about them. And that's where you guys come in, the experts. You know what I mean? You're already in the space, you know what's going on. And I know the SBA, a lot of times, they don't really give the minorities business loans. So with the Ashley is her name, correct?
Yes.
So you saying that she'll be able to fund some of the businesses, or like, what are you saying with her?
Yeah, so she's a funder.
Okay.
She funds, especially she has these different type of program. One of the things right now, she have the business startup funder program, something like that. I don't remember the correct term. I think that's what it's called. But that's why when I post, I say, hey, make sure you have your paperwork together, because there's a chance you may receive funds right then and there. And she co-signed it on a post and say, yeah, she will be able to process applications at the event. So I don't know how much more I need to out at this point, because there's opportunities, and I don't want no one to miss it, but I can only do but so much.
Hey,
go ahead, boss.
Yeah, as you can do so much. Like, hey, boss, we can do so much. It's up to you if you want to do it. But let's move on. Like I said, we don't want to get into it. You guys, like I said, she's dropping the jewels for you guys. As you can see on your screen, you got all the panels are going to be there. Check it out. But right now, if you go to your website right quick, because this is where the people could register for your for the conference right here on your website.
Yes. Yes, they could just click on the RSVP and sign up. But I think you're on the page where it kind of give a spiel.
Yes, this is the front page, like the tickets and everything that you can buy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So, like I said, you guys can go on the website, sign up. She's available. Where's it going to be in Fort Lauderdale?
It's going to be in Fort Lauderdale, yes. I put it right in between. So, people in Miami, West Palm, Fort Lauderdale could come in the middle and be there. It's going to be at the Urban League, but I have to make sure I update the website with the address, but it will be at the Urban League.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. And that's what I'm saying, guys. It's opportunities out here for you guys. You guys come and learn. So I'm learning some stuff right now as she speak, stuff that I need to do, for my brand, Motivated for Christ. The boss always get on me about it, and we working, but right now, this is what I want to get into. Because, especially with the little, I guess I don't know if you can mention on YouTube, the COVID, whatever, I don't know. But I know you also a travel agent. Oh, you have yes, you also a travel agent. So how did you get into that? Just a little bit about that.
So with travel agent, just to be quick about that, I love to travel. And one of my friend girls was like, you travel, but won't you get paid doing it? Like you could go anywhere. You already doing the work, just get paid to do it. And so I was like, "Oh, I don't know about that. Everybody's doing it, blah, blah, blah." So in overall, I she won me over. And that was one of the best things that I ever decided to do is to become a travel agent because I'm able to go just about anywhere and find affordable prices for people. Like some people, I don't shoot down what nobody else do or whatnot. But whenever someone comes to me for a trip, I'm looking for the best affordable price because I know things are already tough. People just want to go relax. They don't want to, get hit real deep in the pocket. So I'm always looking for the best thing. And one of the main places I love to go is to Cancun, Mexico. I find it the most cheapest place to travel to. If you want to ask me, you could just $800 is nothing to get you to Cancun, and that'll be your airfare, your resort, your transportation, and of course, it's an all-inclusive resort. So your food, unlimited drinks, all of that is included. So it's a no-brainer.
How was the COVID protocol over there when it comes to Cancun?
You don't have to test for COVID going, but when you're coming back, you have to take the COVID test. And all the resorts pretty much have testing on site. So
Okay. So when they book on your site, book on your site, you provide the information and everything to the people who will book through you with your travel agency.
So what they'll do on the site is just basically fill out a form. Just I just need an idea where they want to go, how many people, stuff like that, and then from that, I start building a package for them, and I would send maybe two or three quotes with two or three different resorts, and then from there we work together on the best package for you, where you want to go.
Okay, boss.
That's what's up. So you're like a one-stop shop, like truly, But so like I said, people got the ideas, they go to you, get trademarked, then they come to the conference. Make sure y'all go to the conference, people. There's really no excuse. Like you said, it's right there in Fort Lauderdale. If you live in Palm Beach, you can go to it. If you live in Miami, you can go to it. It's right in the middle. Go
Yeah.
to it. I don't care how much a ticket costs. Because they'll quit to go to a Grant Cardone that's charging like 30,000 for a ticket, you know what I'm saying? Just because he's on YouTube and he's famous. Nah, it's all about the support. Let's support one another. Okay, you got all these experts coming out on stage. Let's show them how we appreciate them. Pay them for their time. Not only that, if you got a business plan, you might get funded. You know what I'm saying? Don't miss out on your blessing, dude. Don't do that. That's silly. So go ahead, support, man. Go on her website, register, attend the conference, network, come with your business plan, and once it's all wrapped up, you start getting your business going. Then go to her site and book your vacation. It's a no-brainer, man.
None of the boss like to travel, But what? I'm gonna cut the. Like I said, let me go back because you got to travel, and it's a little bit about this too. It keeps going. It keeps going. Also, you have the little, what is this? The DDN logic. What is for trucking?
So DDN Logistic is a trucking company. We do dispatching services, and if someone wants to start their trucking business, we assist them with obtaining their MC number, US dot number to make so because you need that in so you can move trucks across for goods to deliver goods for companies, brokers, shipment companies or whatnot. So that's another part that we help people with. The trucking industry is a growing industry. And one of the things I want to caution people is that I'm not trying to make it a color thing. I'm really not. But I always like to bring awareness that whenever we start flooding something, then you will start seeing new stipulations, new regulations. Because one of the things about people of color, we're easily discouraged, we're easily frustrated. And if it's going to take so much to do it, we're like, man, forget it. I don't want to do it. No, you do want to do it. If this is what it's going to be, if this is what they need now, because they didn't need it before, because there's some new stuff now. It's surprising, but it's surprising, but I'm not surprised, because there is a growth of us going in that direction. So all I am encouraging people is that please do not give up. If they need if you need to do an extra few hours for something, just look at it as this is just an investment for something bigger. Just keep that. It's an investment for something bigger. They're asking for extra documents. Okay, I'll provide it to you. You know, this is just an investment for a bigger, thing. So that's what I want to put out there, because there's some new things that were there before, and that's because we're flooding that industry now. So.
See, the thing is, to piggyback, we live in a microwave world, man. People want that instant meal, that instant gratification, but all good things takes time. You see what I'm saying? And through the process, we all know that it's not going to be easy. So, you can't give up, especially if that's your baby. Would you give up on your baby? Nah, you're going to stick it out and do what you got to do what it takes to get it done. So it's a process, guys. You see what I'm saying? But just like you said earlier in the video, you're not alone. Get a team, get people that's like-minded, go to you, go to the conference, network with people. It takes a team. Okay. But one thing that I want and that we always preach on CNN Bosses is doable, as possible. Don't let nobody tell you. Of course, you're going to be, people going to tell you can't do it. It's just because they don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But just stay focused, stay determined, stay hungry, and get it done.
Yeah, pretty much. Boss be wrapping it up. I'll be wrapping for real.
It's really not easy. Nothing is easy in life, but people look at the end result. Oh, look at this guy, look at this lady, look how they on vacation, but they don't see the struggle. They don't see like the many times, they going, trying to get a loan and they get, they get denied, or or going to like an investor and then they keep getting like pushed back. Nah, just keep it going. Every door that closes, another one that's waiting to be open. It's possible, guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Like I said, so what does she don't do? They're Superwoman. This is the website, guys.
And that's the thing, guy. We need somebody like you. We it's needed. A lot of people are so afraid. They're so afraid, but you make it. I'm not saying it's easy, but you make it easy because they can come to you for everything. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Come on, it's a no-brainer, guys.
Yeah, and you handle a lot, and we pray that God place people your way that will help you lift the load a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That you can expand even more. It's coming. But like I say, it's already coming. But like I say, at this point right now, at this period of our life, what's going on, this is where you at. And now, you're doing all this stuff. You see what I'm saying? So you guys, you get the help. Go to the conference. Learn some stuff. Maybe you watching, you clicked on this video. Maybe it's for you to learn. Okay, I need to go here and bring my brand, knowledge, education, financial education to another level. Maybe it's time. You see what I'm saying? You're praying about it. But let me just go over again because I'm talking about it. Like I said, this is the website. Check it out, guys. Go on there. If you got a travel agency on there, got the logistics in there on there. I even seen you had clothes on the bottom of it. Like you had clothes too? No, boss.
So I figured that if you're going on vacation, just stop by, get you a few little pieces here and there with you,
That's
right?
what's up. That's what's up.
And
Well,
I made my own website. As a matter of fact, I made my own website. So
yeah, I see the little clothes right here on the screen right now, little two piece. You know, and that's what I'm talking about. And we out here trying to make a difference, guys. Like I said, go to the website, register on the website, and and you'll go ahead and enjoy it, man. I think it'll be a good time. I'm looking at the vendor. I'm gonna try to be a vendor out there, bring MFC out there, and we were just gonna represent and try to support one another, you know. So, any last words you want to say to the people before we close this out?
well, I'm just looking forward to seeing everyone and anyone who can come to the event. There's going to be, I believe it's going to be a great opportunity for people to grow their business, get the knowledge that you need to take it to the next level. I know it's in October, but what people don't understand is October is the last quarter of the year.
Mm.
My background is in government, and so everything is done by quarters. So when you're exiting out the last quarter, it's a time that you take to like start replanning, refurbishing, revamping what you need to do to get prepared for the next year. So it's the last quarter. We've done all that we're doing for the year. Now it's time to pipe down, look at our business, look at our logic models, look at what we're doing, look at our finance. How can we come into the next year? Now, that's how you do a New Year's resolution. How can we come into the next year with our business? What do we plan to do for the year 2023 for our business? What does that look like? What outcomes we want to see. So that's basically what I want people to be able to take away, get our minds thinking, and let's think business, not just a side hustle, but let's just think business.
Mm. Good,
I
good,
got
good.
one last question for the person right now. The lady or the man or the woman that's just around, and they know they want to start, but they're so afraid, man. They don't,
Mm.
they just want to do it, but it's something holding them back. What advice would you give those people?
So Habakkuk 2, don't quote me right, write the vision and make it plain.
Mm-hmm.
So fear is one of the things that cripple us. You have this idea, you want to do it, you don't know where to start. So I came out with a journal, and in that journal, it kind of gives you a little guidance what to start off to do. You know, write down your plans that you have from your mind. That's why I always say, oh, let's put it on paper. That the journals call Let's Put It on Paper. So from your mind, let's transfer it to the paper. Once you actually see your vision on paper, it kind of gives you that, some assurance. Okay, I can see it happen. I can visualize it now. I see it on this paper. Now I would encourage you, just take one step. Don't do it all at the same time. Just do one. If it's to register the business name, just do that. And then you work your way down your list of things that you want to accomplish. And then long before you know it, that fear, it may not go away that quick, but you become less fearful in taking these steps because you're not it could look overwhelming because so much, but if you're breaking it down in peace, I'm gonna work on this today. I'm gonna work on this next week or next month. Just start somewhere. That's just my
I think that's great advice, because before the pandemic, a lot of people was working. But after the pandemic, a lot of people left their job. They got laid off or got fired. And I think, what better timing than now? Just, you got this idea, you got this business idea that you want to start. Go ahead and start it. You see what I'm saying? Because everything happened for a reason. You know, and just like you said, you know, don't overwhelm yourself. Just one step at a time, one day at a time. Just, you know, every day, just do something, do something. And over time, you know, you're gonna get to the promised land. That's great advice.
Good advice. Good advice. So, any last word, boss, to the people?
I mean, like I said, just support. Let's support one another. Okay. Go on her website, please. Register. Okay. Go to the conference, network, get your business plan together. Whatever it is, whatever the price is, go ahead and pay, because you know the Bitcoin conference happened not too long ago. Tickets were like $700, and they had a whole bunch of people down there. Let's support one another. Okay, let's go and listen to these experts, and just get it started. You know, there's no excuse. And what better timing than now? And of course, as always, you could do it, guys. It's doable. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. It's possible. Do your homework, do your research, and just get to it, man. You know, just get to it. It's possible, man. Like, I want people to feel inspired and motivated, like, you know, like they could do it too. It's not impossible. You know, we just give up too easily. Because we want that quick result. Nah, man, it takes time. It's a process. So let's get to it, guys. You can do it.
Okay. Well, let's give it up for her, because she came on and did a thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, came and did a thing. You know, like I said, guys, like the boss said, you know, y'all can do it. You know, when I started Motivated for Christ, you know, the boss to see me, I used to be, you know, in my old job. You know, I used to be there with a board with a piece of paper, and I just write stuff down. I can't draw, so I draw anything and come with this idea, then I manifest it. I can't tell you how many shirts I done messed up trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to get this thing correctly. You know, I had to go to certain people to see how I do stuff. You know, it takes time. But like I say, you know, do it, try it, do something, then try, even if you mess up, still do it. You know, nobody's not perfect. And I can't go to that, because sometimes I blame the school system. We got to get good grades. We got to get good grades. You see what I'm saying? So we scared to fail, because we fail, then we're not gonna go to the next level. I blame the school system for that, but I ain't gonna go into that. But once again, it's a wrap. You know, another TNS Bosses exclusive interview. You know what I'm saying? Esther, if you watching, you need to come on. You see what I'm saying?
For real.
You know,
come through.
You know. So shout out to my boy. You know, he don't talk about. The mister, she know what I'm talking about. You know, he gonna get on. But till then, guys, see you next time. TNS Bosses Inc. We out.
All right.